Good evening. Welcome to this evening's newscast on Kaieteur Radio. Kevin Smith here. Let's get to the news in detail. SBM Offshore, the Dutch company that is contracted to build two more oil ships for Guyana's Stabroek Block operations, is now facing a probe by the authorities in Switzerland for past cases of corruption. Even though the cases would have been settled in other nations, the Swiss government is adamant that it wants to do its own probe now, with particular focus on a former SBM employee that was central to the bribery schemes. It did not disclose the names of the person of interest. Since the announcement of the probe, SBM's shares fell 3.5% on the Amsterdam stock market. Meanwhile, the World Bank, Guyana's development partner for many years, is being challenged to prove that Guyana's gas-to-shore project will not fall to the same fate as Ghana's project. The African nation's Sankofa field gas project, endorsed and partly financed by the bank, has trapped Ghana in a deal that forces it to pay hundreds of millions of dollars every year for gas that it does not use. International lawyer Melinda Janki, Guyana's former Auditor General Anand Gulsaran, and co-founder of OGGN, Darshanad Kusiyal, have challenged the World Bank President David Malpass in a joint letter to press his team on the issue and provide answers. The bank is assisting Guyana to develop its petroleum regulatory framework under a $20 million loan project. In other news, with Guyana being an oil-producing nation, it is expected that the country will see an influx of hazardous chemicals related to the sector. At the moment, however, the EPA is without any law or regulation to oversee this area. As such, the former head of the agency, Dr. Vincent Adams, relayed that it is integral for the EPA to have strict laws and regulations to monitor the chemicals coming into the country, as it has primary oversight to ensure the safety of the environment. Let's tell you now that following severe damage to its 69 kilovolt submarine cable, GPL has turned to North America for assistance in repairing those damaged. These and other details were revealed by Barrett Hardron, Director of Operations of the state-owned company. Barrett said yesterday that due to the traveling restrictions imposed by the COVID-19 pandemic, GPL could not source engineers and repair kits from China National Machinery Import and Export Corporation, the company that laid the cable in 2012. Hence, GPL has now sought assistance from the United States and Canada, who are expected to respond to their request by the end of this week. This submarine cable was part of a $40 million project to build new transmission lines, 7 new substations, and 2 submarine cables, one each across the Demerara River and the Berbice River. And moving on, a Linden man was on Monday jailed and fined after he was found guilty of harboring his older brother, who was wanted by the police. The accused, 22-year-old Lennox O'Neill Estwick, made his appearance before Magistrate Wanda Fortune in the Linden Magistrates Court. In her ruling, Magistrate Fortune stated that the prosecution has presented enough evidence to the court, and as such, she found the defendant guilty of the offense. O'Neill Estwick was sentenced to 1 year imprisonment, along with a $50,000 fine for harboring his brother, Lennox Leon Estwick. In other news, more than $150 million has already been exhausted by the Chedi Jagan International Airport renovation project. But according to the Chinese contractor, China Harbor Engineering Company, more money would be needed to ensure that it is completed per government's specifications. The company indicated this in its revised work plan for the project that was recently submitted to the Ministry of Public Works. The request, however, did not sit well with Public Works Minister Juan Edgel, who made it clear that the governing administration will be expending no further funds on this project. Let's tell you now that GTT officials are said to be incensed by a scam that targets the nation's children to gather sensitive information. Moreover, the company in a statement reminded customers to stay alert and be aware of scammers, especially during the Christmas season. The PR manager indicated that currently the company only has its Blue Friday promotion ongoing, which will end on December 4th, 2020. The company advises all to visit the company's promotional page to verify ongoing promotions or call its customer care number at 04 8888. And that brings us to the end of this evening's newscast. I am Kevin Smith. Coming up at exactly 7:20 p.m. is the Glenn Lal Show. Tell it like it is.